Hello everybody, my name is Memo, this is my channel FancyMemo, welcome back to my channel. And today we are doing a little album reaction for the new Kevin Abstract album, Blush. Kevin Abstract, I feel like safe to say leader of the dismantled boy band Brockhampton, has now released a new album where he's doing a little something different. This isn't necessarily a solo Kevin Abstract album, which he's done in the past before and after Brockhampton. In this album, he is kind of following the mold of Brockhampton, as in he's bringing a lot of artists together to collaborate within this album, but I don't think it's like an official collective, but at the same time it is a collection of a lot of artists coming together to make this. We've got a lot of familiar names like Danny Brown, JPEGMAFIA, Dominic Fike is on a track with Kevin Abstract, and I believe they're actually an official duo called Geezer. They're on a track called Geezer as well. This whole thing is confusing to me. I'm sure someone in the comments will be able to explain this a lot better than I can. But yeah, there's a lot of people on here. A lot of people that you might not even know. There's Love Spells, there's Derby, Drigo, Truly Young. A lot of people on this album that pops in either once or multiple times throughout the album, and I'm very curious about how this sounds. You know, Kevin Abstract does have a history of being able to get a lot of chefs in the kitchen and being able to make all that work, being able to make a gourmet buffet with all those chefs. Will he be able to do it again with this album? We'll see. There's only one way to find out, and that's by actually listening to the album, so let's do that. But before we do, if you like music related content like this, please subscribe, since that is what I do here. And if you're already subscribed and you want more of this for some reason, check out my Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. If you like basketball, more specifically NBA basketball, I have a basketball podcast. It's called Above the Rim Rundown, where we run down all things NBA. Check it out if you're interested. We just finished covering the NBA Finals. We're gonna have some fun, silly content throughout the summer during the off season, so if that's interesting to you, check it out. But yeah, let's do this. Kevin Abstract, Blush, let's go. Alright, so the first track is actually an intro. It's called The Introduction with Kevin Abstract and Roro, if that's how you say it. So I'm gonna let that play and then have it go into Htown, which features SoGone, SoFlexy, Ameer, Vann, former Brockhampton member, so that's interesting, and Love Spells. So again, I'm gonna have the introduction go and then we're gonna jump into Htown. Very cinematic start.
Too much wasted time, wasted potential. Hate having to tell somebody what I'm finna do. I'm invisible, I prefer that way. Sorry to fall off track when you build your roads. My mistakes every day, I see I'm more when I pray.
Got Kevin spinning early.
Ameer, seen many bodies and niggas that will.
It's been so long.
What I grow up to be. Life is funny that way. I'm stepping on these niggas before they get in my way.
Okay, this is kind of Brockhampton's vibes to me. Oh, this is beautiful. That's good. That's a good first actual track. Okay, I'm enjoying it so far. We had that very cinematic introduction to the album going into Htown, where we get a lot of spinning. I wasn't really entirely sure of the direction we were going in with this new Kevin Abstract album. You know, I expected some rapping because, you know, Ameer, Vann's on the project, Danny Brown, JPEGMAFIA. But you never know with Kevin Abstract, especially with his last album that's not as hip-hop centric. I didn't really know, but I'm glad we're rapping here, and the raps are good. You know, a lot of talks about the come up, you know, and just being happy to continue being alive and being thankful to God for that, stuff like that. Ameer, Vann is sounding really good. Kevin Abstract's voice is deeper. I think there's some kind of deep effect on his voice, or he's just, you know, using his deepest voice possible. I wonder if that's gonna continue, but yeah, so far I really like it. The vocals here are amazing as well in the chorus and the outro. So far so good. Next track we got Copy. Who's on Copy? Kevin Abstract, Bleu, SoGone, SoFlexy, and Love Spells again on Copy. Let's listen to it. Let's go. Oh, this is good. Alright, what's happening? Ooh. Beat switch.
Hand in a purse, get paid like the first 84 scraping curves. Where I drive is absurd.
Why you blushing?
Why you blushing?
I look good too.
Great track. I did not expect that beat switch going into a much more like nighttime vibe with that second beat. I like the lyrics, especially from Kevin Abstract. I thought he started off really well. Just not being able to trust these people, a lot of fake people around him, stuff like that. But there's also a lot of talks, especially in like the chorus, about going back to people, running back, going back into people's arms, stuff like that. Very good, very good. The next track is only 53 seconds. It's a solo dolo Danny Brown track, Danny's track. Let's just listen to it and have some fun. You know it's gonna be fire. Check.
That's why we don't swim, but on these tracks I'm floating. More emotion than your teachers with fact. Teach your daughters, be grateful, say thank you, and never trust a nigga in the Cartier Santos. They can't hold a kid. Used to live to die, now I'm dying to live, and success comes to those too busy to notice it.
You know, I wish the beat switched it up a little bit. I know it's only 53 seconds, but you know, some kind of change up would have been nice. But Danny himself was great, and I love like one of the final lines he just said. Used to live to die, now I'm dying to live. A happy Danny is a happy world. I'm happy for him. I hope nothing but the best for my guy. Oh my god, I love him. Okay, next track is called Yoko Ono with Kevin Abstract, Love Spells in Makana XO. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that.
Keep a stack in my pants, that's just for the dividends. This shit can get hella crazy, only pop out if it's brazy. Know these niggas hella hating. 5 stars, she left my rating. Saw me pussy condensating.
Okay.
It's a classic without a B-side. What's the Beatles without Yoko? Yo, I don't wanna know. So many hiding out on the beach, tiptoeing around some secrets. Bitch about she's trying to leave me, cut me out. We make believe.
Too many class for me. Gotta skip what you offer me.
Each time is biting me. Coming home is enough for me. Styrofoam and going out tonight. It's wrong for me.
Oh, the way they're editing this it's nice. Okay, I enjoyed that one. I really like Makana XO's feature. I mean this in the best way possible, but they sound like Lil Yachty singing. Again, I mean that in the best way possible. Like, Let's Start Here, Lil Yachty is what he reminds me of, which in my opinion is the best Lil Yachty. So that's a compliment. I will say, I don't know if it's the mixing or it's because I'm on YouTube and you know, the audio gets compressed a little bit on YouTube, so it could be YouTube's fault. But I feel like the chorus sounds a little off to me. It sounds a little weird. Love Spells vocals kind of, I don't know, sounds like it has this weird filter onto me. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm on YouTube, but it's not a big deal. We can move on. It does not ruin the track for me. So let's move on to the next track, which is called New Orleans. It has Kevin Abstract, Truly Young Spells, Life Flies, Drigo, USA, JPEGMAFIA, Ameer, Vann, and Quadeca. Wow, this has a lot of people on it. Whoa, okay, I'm excited. I'm hyped. Okay, let's go.
I'ma make it worse if you wanna act up. So, what you playing for?
Oh, this is giving saturation, Brockhampton. Oh my god. Let's go. This goes so hard.
Penny pinch. I spend bread on all my hoes. Treat them equally. If not, they get in that mode. Yeah, that I love her, but I love her friend. Some things ain't what it seems. Do what I want, I'm right to dream. Been having my way since a teen.
This is so insane.
myself. I don't wanna share myself. I only share my bitch.
Nigga, you share that bitch, you share no bitch, you share my gift. You make no list, you take that dog, take that bitch. I'm off a perk in the Addy, driving that low, pull up in the cab. I need a bitch and no daddy, that homie to get in that room with no patty. You gotta brush with Deb, I'll roll, stand with your head on the canvas. I want the head, the neck, the face, a little bit of that straight curve angle. Straight curve angle.
Only thing I ever really wanted was a pistol. My
that
only
switch.
regret is every shot where I missed them. Back with a vengeance on Yellowstone sideways, bloody in the trenches.
God.
Babies in the trash can, birds made of concrete, flames from the muzzle break. Send them to that long sleep.
I could really use some.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That was fire. That was incredible. Just from beginning to end, there was no stoppage of insanity. They just kept going and going and going and going. And the beat, oh my god, the beat on that, it sounds like it'd be a perfect for like a race car video game. Just the tempo, it just keeps going and going. Everything's fast paced on that track. Oh my god. And the way that they just throw in a rapper after another, after another, after another, just throwing in people after each other. After they give a verse, now there's the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. It's insane. Insane. And Quadeca produced this one. Shout out Quadeca. Quadeca, let's go. Oh my god. That was fun. That was insane. Oh, okay. That was amazing. Next track. I can't believe we have to move on from that. Next track has Kevin Abstract and Love Spells. It's called Post Breakup Beauty. Let's go.
I wanna feel like no one can touch us. That post breakup beauty looks perfect on you.
And in the winter, that's when I'm centered. That's when I realized I forgot to remember.
Oh, that's pretty.
I wanna feel like no one can touch us. That post makeup beauty looks perfect on you. Give it some time, life is alright.
Alright, that was like a nice little cute little singer-songwriter moment. Very reminiscent of Kevin's last solo album. I thought it was nice. Pleasant on the ear. A little nice melodic break after the insanity of New Orleans. The next track is called 97 Jag. This has Kevin and Love Spells once again. Are we gonna get something similar? Let's see.
Tell me what you want, can't read your mind. Tell me what you need, I'll give you my time. Say you don't want me, but you drag me.
Oh, this is awesome.
You can't be that cold, right? You know, Houston barely ever see a cold night.
Please with me, promise you'll call me back. Tell me what you need, I'll give you my time.
So good. Nice. Kind of similar to the last track, very melodic. This one a bit more on the poppier side, I'll say. A really good track, and what I'm really enjoying is how diverse this track list is and how it's such a Kevin Abstract album. Like, there's elements from his past work, whether it's solo wise or Brockhampton wise, that's within this album, which I really enjoy. So yeah, I'm having so much fun. This is amazing. Okay, next track is called Text Me. It has Kevin Abstract and SoGone on it.
Late night, pharmacy runs. Gripping my dick while I'm gripping my gun.
What?
So you can call me bad news. Watch the rest all grumpy.
It have been 2 years.
I'm still recovering, and I love Jesus, but goddamn, he's testing me.
So real.
Sorry, sorry.
Time my part, knowing my absence was enough.
Bitch ass, you could've just texted me. Took you this long to say you're sorry.
What? Oh my. Yeah, the vocals there to end things off was incredible. Oh my god, that was great. The chorus is one of my favorites so far within this album. It's really good lyrically. I think sonically sounds nice as well. Nice to the ear. Next track is actually the first single to this album. We made it to the halfway point, by the way. Well, we're halfway done. To start off the second half, we got Geezer, which is a track with Dominic Fike and Kevin Abstract. Their like new partnership, I guess. Yeah, let's listen to it and then I'll give you my thoughts.
I met Janine at jam sesh, but that was a dick. He hasn't been around that long. He's just old from his head. I almost missed my first hand job. Was 10 minutes late. Our own team, I mean, damn, much better than my right hand. But what happened?
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I wasn't really the biggest fan of this track when it was released. It felt more like a Dominic Fike track than a Kevin Abstract track. And I'm not the biggest fan of Dominic Fike. I think his music's pretty bland. And, you know, if you put that on without like thinking about it, you know, casually listening to it, it's nice. It's a good vibe. Very summery feel to it. But I really don't get a lot from that track. So yeah, not my favorite. But the fact that the lead single is my least favorite track off of this album is a good thing. It just means that the entire album is a lot better so far. So you know what, I'll take it. The single might not be the best. I'm not even saying it's bad. It's kind of just mid to me. But yeah, I'll take one mid track if the rest of the album is going to be as amazing as it has been. So I'll take it. Next track is called I Wasn't There, featuring Darby.
I'm so sorry I had to settle some things. I was sitting drinking, thinking about what hell I could bring you to share. But like a complicated, I can say what I mean. I was sitting contemplating on what heaven is singing in your ear. I wasn't there. So can you find me? No, there's magic in you, baby, cause it binds me. I paid a quick visit to the answer machine where you live, but you weren't there. Thought I saw an angel, maybe I saw a ghost. I swore I saw you with me just an hour ago. You wouldn't care.
I love his voice.
If I wasn't there, so can you find me? No, there's magic in you, baby, cause it binds me. I know it's you because you do it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I wasn't there.
That was cool. I like that. It had like a little southern twang to it. Derby, it also says Craig here. I like his voice. I like his southern accent. Just a smidge bit of country vibes on that track. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I like how he had his own solo track as well. Like, since he is so different from every other artist so far that we've listened to, giving him his own little moment on a track that doesn't sound like too different from the rest of the track. It definitely does not stick out like a sore thumb. It sounds like it belongs on this album. So a good curation decision there from Kevin, just giving him his own little 2-minute track and bringing that country vibe out of nowhere. I like it. Next track is just an interlude. It's the Blush interlude with Kevin Abstract. Let's listen to it. Let's go. Alright, nothing crazy. It was just an interlude. I didn't know what I expected there. But, and there's some nostalgic vibes there. Kind of reminded me of the outro to Blonde. I forgot the name of that track. But, you know, it has an actual track and then there's like silence and then a bunch of audio snippets of Frank Ocean when he was younger and his friends and siblings talking. Yeah, that was the vibe that I was getting. Okay, let's move on to Maroon, which is Kevin Abstract and Dominic Fike once again coming together. Geezer. Hopefully this is better than the track Geezer. Let's see.
I got too much adrenaline to lean and rock in a club, but you swear to God would pick them up like someone dropped them W's. Shout it like a laugh track, dawg. Yeah, I can feel it coming. I tell them easy, we does it look different when I drop down my wall and get in them in. Remember back when I could turn your face maroon? I do. Back when there was only space for
That one that could turn your face. More room. That one there was only space for two.
Alright, I got clickbaited. I thought this was a Giza track, but this is straight up a Dominic Fike track. And although I just said that I'm not a fan of Dominic Fike, I do enjoy that one. I do think that was a nice, chill track from Dominic Fike. I thought his verse was good. He was kind of like melodically rapping there. Yeah, good vibes, honestly. Definitely better than Geezer. So yeah, I'm surprised that I ended up enjoying that even without Kevin on it. Next track, ooh, are we getting another rapping track? It's called Pop Out, featuring Kevin Abstract, Love Spells, Ameer, Vann, Drigo, Bleu, and Devin mainly. Let's see.
Yeah, pop out, and they gon' miss me. Bad bitches in the corner, got a man, she wanna kiss me. My bad bitch, her face card is lethal. Bitch, I'm invincible, so don't be acting see-through.
50 on the wrist and 100 on the dash. Running from the laws while I'm feeling on the ass. Bad little thing, she like my smile. Coming to you now, let me stay for a while.
Pop out, and they gon' miss me. Bad bitches in the corner, got a man, she wanna kiss me.
I'll spend whatever she want. Shot it better, might fly to Paris. Still on perfect time. I ain't see it. They kick her out, she gone. Can't but the pop my shit. That's not my bitch.
Do it real fast, I rip my jeans up. Like I'm Trixie, I keep that sick too. Bitch, I keep that sick too.
Oh, what an outro. This is a fun way to end it. Yeah, I like this track. I have a few issues. Like the fact that Drigo verse is super short. I thought that was a little weird. Blue's verse was also really, really short. Especially when you compare it to Love Spell's verse. I thought that was a pretty good verse. And then Ameer's verse, which kind of sticks out like a sore thumb to me. I feel like with his voice, it wouldn't pair well with a lovey-dovey track if he wanted to go into that direction, but with this track being love-centric and him sounding like he still wants to murder people, it doesn't pair well. It does not pair well in my opinion. But yeah, maybe I'll enjoy it a lot more with Morissas. I did really enjoy that outro. That outro was a fun way to end it. But yeah, let's move on to Girlfriend with Kevin Abstract, Drigo, Love Spells, and Truly Young. How does that work?
Tuesday, I don't wanna see you. Friday, I can't leave you. Rihanna, Romeo ain't equally honest. Hit the speedboat, dream won't be profit.
I ain't perfect to you, but to me it is. If you see it with me, it's a pretty bitch. A bitch get mad, say I live too fast. Said she got shit, but the shit gon' pass.
Wednesday, ain't tryna see you. It's okay, cause we equally caught up. Bonnie ain't treating me proper. I jump cliff and flip when he stopped up.
I swear we fell in love. He's all up on me while he's talking like it's nothing much. You make me ooh, you make me you make the argument seem worth it when you go down.
Tuesday, I don't wanna see you. Friday, I can't leave you. Rihanna, Romeo ain't equally honest. Hit the speedboat, dream won't be profit.
Alright, that was cool. I feel like the beat switch definitely helped out that track. I liked the second beat a lot more. It was a lot more lively. I thought the chorus was a bit wordy, kind of long, but you know, it turned out working towards the end. It all worked out by the end, so not too bad. Next track, we got Bloom with Kevin Abstract, Love Spells, and Ameer, Vann. Let's go.
Why skip out on me? Why we moving cold? So she meant about my bitch. But when I let it go,
I'll let it go. Put that on my soul. Leaves on the road.
You know I love you, right? Waiting to be with you all my life. It's something I know you like.
Oh, that's great. Was that really Ameer?
Never waiting to be with you all my life.
Would you go now? You know
That's kind of scary. Wow. The only complaint I have for this one is I wish it was longer because it's really good. And deep voice Ameer Vann is killer. It's actually amazing. He sounds great. He sounds so good like that. That was good. I just wish it was a little longer. Next track is called Abandon Me, and it has Quadeca on it.
is that so hard? You're always there for me. Why won't you abandon me? Tell me us apart. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
7:30 on the dot. Tell me what you wanna do.
It's so.
Saying to keep me down. They wanna know they see me out. Meet me on top of the roof. To be honest, there's a couple crimes I wish I didn't do. Being honest, I told you I get it. I didn't have a clue. You're always there for me. Why don't you abandon me?
Oh my god. This is amazing. I don't even know what to say. That was so amazing. I can't wait for the new Quadeca album, man. That was. I'm literally speechless right now. Oh, what an emotional cut from Quadeca. Oh, why would you abandon me? Damn. That's all I have to say. God damn. Oh, that one hit. that one was good. That was amazing. Wow. Whew. We got one more track here, ladies and gentlemen. We've got one more track. Kevin Abstract, Quadeca, and Ameer Vann on a track together. Let's listen to it. Let's enjoy.
How many times you made me weep? 100 times. Pretend you there to help me sleep? 100 times. I put your heart on a dotted line and I crossed the line. So tell me why I'm in the lobby on the rocks with lime. I would be at a red light.
How many times I wiped your tears? 100 times. And had your back throughout the years? 100 times.
I'll be waiting right there where you left me. I'll be waiting right there where you left me. Won't you stay in my dreams?
Oh my god. Alright, time for my first thoughts off of my first listen to Blush by Kevin Abstract. I didn't really know what to expect going into this album. I actually kind of had a bad feeling going into this album due to the lead single Geezer not being my cup of tea. But, you know, I knew that this was going to be an album filled with a lot of people, a lot of different minds, a lot of artists from different avenues. And if there was going to be one person that is able to get all these people together and make a cohesive and solid listen, it would be Kevin Abstract. He's done it before with Brockhampton, and he's done it again on his album Blush. I think he did an amazing job getting all of these different voices and artistic minds together to collaborate and work together in order to make the best music possible. Not everything here is killer. Not everything here is mind-blowing. I have my grievances with a few tracks. There's a few tracks that I didn't care for, but for the most part, this is great. This is amazing. The fact that Kevin was able to pull this off is amazing. It's amazing how he was able to pull this off. I used this analogy earlier, but you know, he got all these chefs in the kitchen. You know, sometimes with too many chefs in the kitchen, you could get burnt food. Maybe the kitchen goes on fire. That's not what happened here. They made a gourmet meal altogether, a gourmet buffet, just a bunch of tracks. There's a lot of tracks here, 18 tracks. That's a lot of tracks, 45-minute album. So I feel like each track had a nice flow. It was quick, to the point, didn't overstay its welcome, and it was able to still highlight a lot of great and amazing artists on here. I think Love Spell's vocals throughout the album was great. SoGone on Text Me had a great performance as well. Derby had a nice solo track with that little southern twang to his voice. It made me really like it a lot. Makana XO on Yoko Ono had a great verse. There's a lot of artists here that I didn't know going into this album, but I'm becoming fans of because of their inclusion to this album, which I feel like is the point of this album, just to put people on to great, amazing artists while enjoying some artists that a lot of us are familiar with, like JPEGMAFIA, who had a great verse on New Orleans. Ameer Vann was here quite a few times, and you know, although he has his history that I'm not a fan of, I do miss him. I won't lie. I do miss his music and his inclusion in Brockhampton or Kevin Abstract related work. Quadeca was amazing, especially on Abandon Me. Oh my god, what a heart-wrenching track that is. So the features on here were great, which is amazing. That's like the main goal for this album, because if the features weren't great, this album wouldn't work. It straight up wouldn't, but it did. It did, because Kevin was able to get them all on the same page and got all these chefs to cook, and that's what they did. They just cooked on this album. So shout out to Kevin. You know, he was on every track, but you know, his presence was on every track. You could tell that this album was a Kevin Abstract album. If you're a Kevin fan, you know that a lot of the sonic elements on this album reminisces a lot of his earlier work, whether it's Brockhampton or whether it's his solo stuff. There's tracks here that remind me of Saturation. There's tracks here that reminds me of Blanket. Some tracks that remind me of Arizona Baby. It is a very diverse album with a lot of different soundscapes, yet it's still a cohesive listen. Nothing really sticks out like a sore thumb to me. So yeah, this album's great. The production is spectacular. The rapping, the singing, it's all good. The features killed it. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. This is the best thing Kevin has done since Brockhampton, I think. Like, this is definitely my favorite project of his since probably Roadrunner. Roadrunner is low-key one of my favorite Brockhampton albums. And one of my best reaction videos too. Like, I think that is one of my best. I'd recommend that if you haven't seen that video. I look very different. I look very different, but it was a fun reaction to do, and this was a fun reaction as well. I really enjoyed my time listening to this album. I'm very impressed, and yeah, I can't wait to continue bumping this album. But yeah, I guess I'll end it here. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, makes sense, right? Comment down below. What's your favorite track here? Mine is either New Orleans or Abandon Me, for two completely different reasons, but both tracks being amazing. Let me know what your guys' favorite tracks down below. If you like music related content like this, please subscribe, since that is what I do here. If you're already subscribed and you want more of this for some reason, check out my Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. If you like basketball, more specifically NBA basketball, I have a basketball podcast. It's called Above the Rim Rundown, where we run down all things NBA. Check it out if you're interested. But yeah, I'm done here. So thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. Goodbye. Blush.